Morning students, welcome back to SST class of 7th. In our previous video, we had completed the subject enrichment chapter, and today also we will be completing a new chapter that is of subject enrichment of your syllabus. So today's chapter is chapter number 3 of geography, that is our changing earth. Okay, तो हमारा जो earth है, the planet, it is continuously changing. What the planet earth was millions of years ago, now it is totally changed and transformed. Okay, so this change was given by theory. तो वो theory क्या है हम पढ़ते हैं. The first one is continental drift. Continent means large land masses, जिसे कि हम महाद्वीप कहते हैं. Okay, and drift means movement, slow movement. The slow movement of continents towards and away from each other is called as continental drift. So the slow movement of continent may be towards अपनी तरफ या तो away from each other, एक दूसरे से दूर हो रहे थे, उसी को हम क्या कहते हैं, continental drift. Okay, so this theory was given by Alfred Wegener in 1912. So first of all, this theory was given by Alfred Wegener in 1912. According to his theory, a supercontinent called Pangaea break into different continents. और ऐसा माना जाता है कि जो एक सुपर कॉन्टिनेंट, बहुत बड़ा कॉन्टिनेंट था जिसका नाम था पेनेगिया, इट वॉज ब्रोकन डाउन इनटू मेनी स्मॉल कॉन्टिनेंट्स बिफोर 200 million years ago, and the continents drifted to their present location. और जो अभी 7 continents है, they are drifted to their present location. What are the 7 continents? Asia, Africa, Australia, Europe, America, North America, South America and Antarctica. So these all continents are made from a supercontinent that is called Pangaea before 200 million years ago. Okay, so various changes on the earth are caused by two forces. जितने भी changes होते हैं earth पे, they are caused by two forces. One force is external and one force is internal. Okay, endogenic forces act in the interior of the earth. These are forces which act internally and are called as endogenic or internal forces of the earth, such as earthquakes and volcanoes. Okay, now exogenic forces or external forces work on the surface of the earth. These are the forces which work on the surface of the earth and they act from outside, which can be easily seen. For example, erosion and depositional work done by glacier, wind and running water. Okay, now we will study about the volcanoes. Volcanoes यानी कि ज्वालामुखी. See, it is opening in the earth crust through which molten material comes out from the interior of the earth. तो ये एक ओपनिंग होता है अर्थ क्रस्ट में, सडन ओपनिंग हो जाता है, जैसे कि जो मोल्टन माग्मा लावा होता है, it comes out from the earth surface and causes a huge destruction to life and property. Okay, so the mouth or the opening of the volcano is called as vent, and through which large amount of gases, dust and smoke comes out, as you can see in the figure. So on the basis of nature of volcanoes, they are divided into 3 categories. First one is active volcanoes. Active means still they are active, means they can erupt anytime, are termed as living volcanoes and erupt frequently and give out gases, ashes, lava and rocks. So they are very active volcanoes and can erupt, कभी भी फूट सकते हैं, they can come any time. Example, Mount Etna in Italy. Okay, now second type of volcano is dormant volcanoes. Dormant means inactive volcanoes, or those volcanoes which have not erupted for a long time and are known as sleeping volcanoes. These are those volcanoes which have not erupted for a long time and are also known as sleeping volcanoes because they are not very active. For example, Mount Vesuvius in Italy. Okay. Third one is extinct volcanoes. Extinct volcanoes are those volcanoes which are inactive and are also called as dead volcanoes. Okay. Now they are dead. Maybe they will not erupt in the future again. Example, Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa. So volcanoes are the opening in the earth crust through which hot molten material comes out from the earth's surface and causes huge destruction to life and property. Okay, and there are of three types: active volcanoes, dormant volcanoes, and extinct volcanoes. Distribution of volcanoes. Now volcanoes are found over the world in which area? So most of the active and dormant volcanoes are located into two distinct belts. ये दो distinct belt में पाए जाते हैं. The first one is the circum-Pacific belt. It encircles the Pacific Ocean. ये सारे Pacific Ocean को cover करता है and it is known as the Pacific Ring of Fire. Okay, and most of the volcanoes are located in the Andes of South America and the Rockies of North America. Okay, and the second belt is the Mid-World Mountain Belt. It consists of the extinct and dormant volcanoes. इसमें जितने भी extinct और dormant volcanoes है वो पाए जाएंगे and it lie along the Mediterranean Sea और ये Mediterranean Sea के आसपास ही पाए जाएंगे. So there are two belts in which volcanoes are found. The first one is the circum-Pacific belt and the second one is the Mid-World Mountain Belt. Okay. Now earthquake. Earthquake यानी कि what you will say? Earthquake means bhukam. Okay. See, the sudden shaking of the earth caused by the internal forces of the earth. तो अचानक से धरती का हिलना जिसे हम भूकंप कहते हैं, it is caused by the internal forces of the earth. We have already studied there are two forces of the earth, internal and external. So earthquake is caused by the internal forces of the earth. Okay. So as you can see in the figure, the point on the origin is called the focus. आप देखेंगे फिगर में जैसे कि जो origin जहाँ से earthquake start होता है उसको हम क्या कहते हैं? Focus. And the point exactly above the focus. और आप फिगर में देखेंगे तो just focus के ऊपर जो point है उसे हम epicenter कहेंगे और इससे जो vibrations produce होती हैं उसे हम seismic waves कहेंगे. Okay? Now kinds of earthquake waves. अब waves भी कितने types के होते हैं? They are mainly of three types. First one is primary waves. Primary means first, starting waves. The fastest and the foremost waves also called as push waves. तो ये सबसे fastest और foremost मतलब सबसे पहले उठने वाली waves है जिसे हम push waves कहते हैं. Push मतलब क्या? ये दूसरे waves को push करते हैं, धक्का देती हैं. Okay, and they travel at a speed of 6 किलोमीटर पर सेकेंड. मतलब एक सेकेंड में ये 6 किलोमीटर तक ट्रैवल करती हैं. सेकेंडरी वेव्स. सेकेंडरी वेव्स आर caused by the primary waves and they are also known as shock waves. Okay, and they cause strong shaking action. जो सेकेंडरी वेव्स होते हैं यानी कि शॉक वेव्स होते हैं वो प्राइमरी वेव्स के बाद अकर होते हैं एंड वो बहुत सडन स्ट्रॉन्ग शेकिंग एक्शन प्रोड्यूस करते हैं. Then third one is surface waves. The surface waves travel over the surface of the earth and they are very powerful and most of the destruction and damage is caused by the surface waves. Okay. So there are three types of earthquake waves. First one is primary, second one is secondary and third one is surface waves. Okay. Now we will study measurement of earthquake. How we can measure the earthquake. So seismograph is an instrument through which the intensity of earthquake can be measured. ठीक है, seismograph एक instrument है जिससे कि हम earthquake की intensity मतलब तीव्रता वो कितना तेज है उसको measure कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, and the seismograph जो होता है वो measurement किस में देता है? Richter scale में. Richter scale. ठीक. Then the science that deals with the earthquakes waves are called as seismology and the scientists who study about the earthquake waves are called as seismologists. Okay. Now डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ अर्थक्वेक्स, अब अर्थक्वेक का किस हिसाब से डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन हुआ है, इन विच प्लेसेस दे आर हाईली एक्टिव. फर्स्ट वन इज circum-Pacific belt. It consists of East Asia, South America and coastal parts of North America. ठीक है. Then second one is mid-continental belt. It includes northern and eastern Africa, Himalayas and the Mediterranean region. Okay. Then mid-Atlantic ridge belt. It includes mid-Atlantic ridge and the adjoining islands of that particular area. So this was all about the chapter. In this chapter we have studied what we have studied: the continental drift theory, then what are volcanoes, types of volcanoes, distribution of volcanoes, then what are earthquakes, then type of earthquake waves, then the measurement of the earthquake waves, okay, and the distribution of earthquakes. Now we will be discussing the exercises of the chapter. So children, open page number 129. Now we will be discussing the exercises of the chapter. The first one is multiple choice questions. First one, it is an active volcano. Options are Mount Etna, Mount Vesuvius and Crater Lake. And the right answer is Mount Etna. Then question number 2, Richter scale, the instrument that measures the intensity of an earthquake, was invented by. Options are Charles Richter, Thomas Richter and Bobby Richter. So the right answer is Charles Richter. Now question number B, fill in the blanks. First one, million of years ago there were no continents but a supercontinent called Pangaea. Okay. Then second, a belt of active volcanoes around the Pacific Ocean is called the Pacific Ring of Fire. Okay. Then third, Kilimanjaro in Africa and Rainier in USA are dash volcanoes. The right answer is extinct. Then fourth one, dash was considered as a safe zone against the earthquakes in India. The answer is Deccan Plateau. Now question number C, match the following. First one, extinct and dormant volcanoes. The answer is Mid-World Mountain Belt. Then second one, extinct volcano. Answer is Kilimanjaro. Then third is circum-Pacific belt, that is Ring of Fire. And the fourth one is P waves, that is primary waves. Okay. Now question number A, that is again multiple choice questions. First one, he proposed the theory of continental drift. So the options are Alfred Wegener, Charles Richter, none of these. Right answer is Alfred Wegener. Then question number 2, the place of origin of an earthquake is called as epicenter, focus, waves. So the right answer is focus. Okay. Now question B, that is short answer questions. You have to do by yourself क्योंकि हमारा subject enrichment का chapter है. So children, go through the chapter thoroughly, find out the answers, and if anywhere you are having any doubt or any problem, you can ask me. Okay. Then question number C, long question answers, that you also have to do by yourself, and higher order thinking skill questions, that also you have to do by yourself. ये आपको आपकी homework copy में करना है, and this exercises you have to fill it and send it as your homework. Okay. Clear? So children, you have to do by yourself. You have to read the chapter thoroughly. Okay. And I hope you all have understood the chapter thoroughly. So thank you and have a great day.